Yes, thank you all for always being here. My name is sJourney. Well, today I would like to share the tips on how I achieved a V-shaped recovery in my life. The theme for this time is about resigning from a company. I think there are many people who want to be independent but find it hard to make the decision to quit their job, feeling confused with various thoughts. So, I would like to talk a bit about my experience. I would like to share my thoughts. By the way, I am currently in Okinawa. It's early morning and I am filming. When I was about to quit my job, I felt very scared. What scared me was that I wanted to quit my job and pursue what I wanted to do, but taking that step was frightening. Excuses kept popping up in my mind. I wondered if it was really okay to quit my job. My mother used to say that being a full-time employee, retiring at a certain age, and living off a pension is happiness. Those words supported me many times, and I found myself thinking, why doesn't my own body listen to what I say? I was very deeply thinking about that. I was really worried that if I quit, I would inconvenience the other members of my current company, and I contemplated whether it was truly okay to continue my job with such thoughts. After all, the company would indeed keep running smoothly even without me. It would keep going, so I finally made the decision to resign. To do that, I went through various things, and there is a resignation letter. It's a letter declaring to the company that I am quitting. I wrote my resignation letter at the edge of the grounds of Izumo Taisha. Izumo Taisha is famous as a god of matchmaking, but it also serves to cut off bad connections while forming good ones. So I borrowed the power of Izumo Taisha and wrote it at the edge of the grounds. I still remember writing it. I think many people hesitate to take the step towards what they want to do because they worry about inconveniencing someone if they quit their current job. This is because I felt that way too. But a company can function just fine, even if one person leaves. So, thinking that I can't quit because I'm worried about that, or that I should wait until a successor is ready to take over. I think there are people who say it will take 3 years to resign, but I really wish they would quit right away. I understand that it might be difficult to do it immediately. I think there is about a 3-month preparation period after going to the company, and I hope they can properly hand over their responsibilities during those 3 months before leaving. The reason is that 3 years, where you might be trying to create a successor, is an incredibly valuable 3 years of your life. For example, at 90 years old, if you live to be 90, 3 years is 1/30 of your life. Now, regarding job changes, I think having fewer job changes is generally better. I believe everyone thinks that way, but if you can find a job you truly want to do, that would be great. However, if that's not the case, I think it's better to change jobs as many times as necessary. Have a friend from elementary school. I made a promise with that friend during our first year as working adults. We said, let's keep changing ourselves from now on. We promised to change our lives to make our lives better. Nearly 20 years have passed since then, and I have repeatedly changed jobs, discovering that this place might suit me, or that place might suit me. I have done various things, and am now living extremely happily. I truly enjoy my work every day. In contrast, my close friend from my hometown, who made that promise with me at the time. Since then, my friend basically did not make any moves like changing jobs. As a result, my friend is now working for a very low salary, and I kept saying for about 10 or 15 years that maybe it was time for him to make a move. However, about 5 years ago, I realized that he wasn't going to change, which made me very sad. We used to play together a lot as kids, and I thought he was better than me. But now, he is like this. It's really sad that he is working for such a low salary, and I feel like I've just been saying things without action. I think he might end up living his life like this. If you are currently working while feeling dissatisfied, I don't think it's an era where you should be tied down like that. I don't think you can be sure that the company will support you until retirement, and if the salary is low, continuing to work for such a salary until you become a grandparent is risky, especially with the rising cost of living in Japan. So I really encourage you to. I hope you can take that first step. I want you to keep changing and evolving. I don't think it's ever too late. When I was 35 and got fired from my job, I thought my life was over. It was the peak working age for men, in my mid-30s, when I wanted to work the most, and I got fired then. I thought it was all over, but that was the beginning of a new chapter in my life. For the next 5 years, Life has changed dramatically and quickly. Now, I am sharing the tips for achieving a V-shaped recovery in life and being this happy. Yes, I too, when I was a new employee, saw various people around me, but none of them inspired admiration in me. They didn't seem cool from my perspective. I thought about wanting to go to a different place, and I have repeated the process of quitting that company. If you find yourself in an environment where there are no respected people around you, I really hope you will take on the challenge. Of course, there are people who enjoy stable, routine work, and they don't need to force themselves to change. However, for those who feel something is off or are dissatisfied while working, since now is the youngest you will ever be, I really hope you will take on challenges. I have also had times in my life when I felt I was at rock bottom, thinking I could die at any moment while working. Taking on challenges comes with risks, and there will be times when things don't go well. However, I believe that courage and challenges will ultimately lead you to wonderful places. I hope you will challenge yourself in 2020 and change your life and environment for the better. I hope for your high ratings, channel subscriptions, and comments. So I would appreciate it if you could provide them. Thank you all for your continued support.